Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we would talk about the latest episode of Marvel's Aliens. I say episode, but it's the latest comic edition. This has been a bit of a bugbear for me because there's such promise, and yet they just keep falling short. So this is now issue 9, on a run which is seemingly connected, but they haven't connected it yet. And this is the third in the newest one, in terms of they literally stopped a story set on a space station with like an alpha alien thing and all, and talking about some weird woman in the distance and all this. And now they haven't, it's just an ongoing issue. So it's now issue 9, and then they move to a story set on a planet with a bunch of religious zealots, as it were. Now, they've taken a huge break between issue 8 and 9. We're talking massive break. Months. And it's not helped it in any way. So, first page, I see this, right? What on earth is this as an art piece? This is embarrassing. Now, I know, you guys might be thinking, well, you're being too particular, you're being picky. I am, yeah, because Marvel took over this license from Dark Horse. I don't remember any Dark Horse having such shoddy artwork. I mean, this is embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. And the other art, like this is pretty decent. The textures here on the alien, it looks nice. Like the colours are very nice. They've kept the see-through dome, so they're going with the drone, the big chap, rather than the more warrior-looking alien. I like it. Like I like all of this. This is pretty decent. Like even this here, this is a nice shot. You can see the light beaming off of it. It looks good. Like again, down here, this stuff here, this is nice. This is really, really decent. But this is the first page, and this is the second panel. And that's embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves with that. Now, the other thing is just the story itself. It's truly lacking. So, it's very paint by numbers. We're introduced to, these religious zealots on this planet looking to break away from the company because they've done their terraforming duties, and they're looking to be given this paradise, basically. That just sets it up for complete failure straight away. It's very cliche. One of them's the leader's got a disease. Like, again, how cliche can you get? Got an affliction where she's going to paralyze herself and become stone or something like that. Very cliche, right? This is going to come back around some way, shape or form. And lo and behold, it does. Of course it does. And anyway, ship comes down to give them the planet with a piece of paper. And there's aliens on board. Ship crashes. And then this is where we're at now. Aliens break loose. But we have this. In this, again, this is good artwork. This is nice. Like I like this stuff. Cliche Ambrose, the AI, the synthetic. Sure, fine, I guess. Pretty decent, But he starts talking about the disease. You're going to be screaming. You're going to be the only one that can hear it, etc. Bearing in mind, right from here. So. This facehugger has only just gone on her face. Literally only just gone on her face. He's about to pick up another alien egg. This is all real time. That's what happened. He's talking. And then all of a sudden, it's off. Like what? I mean, why do you consistently have to keep pissing around with the alien life cycle? There's an alien inside her now. Now you could argue that no, that's not going to be the case. The alien didn't want to lay an embryo in her because she's diseased. But that's just not the case. They've always done that, right? They've never not laid an embryo. So they are quite literally saying that this facehugger has laid an embryo in all of 60 seconds. I mean, that's way off. So on one hand, you have them respecting the big chap design with the see-through dome, skull protector and things. And then on this hand, you've got this nonsense. Again, it's got promise though, because look, they actually included the marks on the face. You know, this is something which we've seen sporadically through comics and things like that. But I really like this edition. The markings on the face, from where the facehugger has clearly imprinted itself. I really like that, where the pressure's been there. I think that's quite, good attention to detail. But then, again, the dialogue, it's just really poor, and it's for kids. And Alien, it's not for kids. I used to build things like this, remember? I'm going to go through his head and see what I can find. Like, oh my god. Come on now. Alright then. Sure. Artwork here. Fine, sure. Not too bad. Does look to be taken from a model, though. You can see sort of areas of articulation. And this is, we need to judge this artwork, because that is something which they've been accused of doing very clearly, actually stealing other people's artwork. That's not good. And tracing over models and things, which is just piss poor. It's lazy. Like Marvel employing people that traces over models. It's real bad, like NECA figurines and things. Again, this level of dialogue here. Well, will it be any safer than here? Can't be any worse than here. It's like, all right, fine, sure. Don't do this, Madeline. God didn't do this. And then we have this, Ambrose. Like this here, for instance, the synthetic, right? Ambrose is a synth. He can hear us, and he's still able to speak. But I've made it so he can't lie. How? How have you ever made it? Like, they have never explained in a million years. They've never had that. They've never had it so a synthetic can't lie. Since when? I've made it so he can't lie, and you need to hear what he has to say. Okay. Do you see what I mean? It's like there's promise, but it just sort of falls apart. Anyway, from here, not an awful lot else happens. It's pretty paint by numbers. You get some of the religious zealots wanting to stay. Obviously, they're going to die. Of course, they are. And I thought for an instant, I thought they were going to do something smart here with this woman here, Gertrude, the one which wanted to keep the congregation in session whilst the others run away. And, this here, will you sing to Mother with me? I was like, yes! They're going to have it as like she's another synthetic. Like, I was like, cool, that'd be an okay twist, Another synthetic rather than just one would have been a bit better. And a bit more of a legitimate reason for her making them all stay, other than she's just a religious, like, cultist, But no, ladies and gents, will you sing to Mother with me? They sing, and then she gets ripped apart. I'm just like, ugh, that's cliche. And it's not just that either, it's just kind of lazy. It's just a bit lazy. And they keep banging on, from the perfect organism. And it's like, you are being pretty respectful in certain elements, but then the amount of references you do doesn't change the fact that it's just not holding up that well. So anyway, this is kind of a review of issue 9, whatever. Keep saying it, episode. But issue 9. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they finish one story clearly, but they're continuing numerical issues. If this doesn't tie together, what? But let me know what you guys think down below. Marvel is not the right place for Alien. And when Predator comes out, it's not going to be the right place for Predator either. It's just not good. I just don't think that they handle the property correctly. I think that they should have got some better writers on board. Dark Horse had much better writers on board for their projects with Alien and both Predator, and it shows their stories were good and true to the lore, but also expanded it in an interesting fashion. Now, this isn't to romanticize Dark Horse. They did produce some pretty shit stuff every now and then, but for Marvel's introduction to the Alien universe, they should have done much better, because they're going to be judged by this straight away, and judged they are. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. I've been Mr. H. Take care.